Chaaba lives in a world without credit scores, without rush hour traffic, without the crushing weight of bills or the incessant ping of emails. His alarm clock? The sunrise. His boardroom? The rustling leaves of the forest. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Almost too good to be true. Yet, for thousands of years, and even today, amidst the sprawling concrete jungles and endless digital feeds of modern America, there exist pockets of humanity who define rich not by what they own, but by how they live. Imagine a life where your daily quest is for the next meal, where your home is built by hand, and your greatest entertainment is the laughter shared around a crackling fire. It sounds like hardship, doesn't it? A life of constant struggle. But what if that very struggle is the key to a profound peace, a deep, unwavering joy that often eludes even the wealthiest among us? Meet a man whose days are filled with the ancient rhythm of the hunt, whose nights are lit by stars, not screens. He cooks simple meals over an open flame for his wife and children, their faces illuminated by the warm glow. Later, he shares stories and bursts of laughter with his community, their joy echoing through the silent woods. This isn't just about survival, it's about a different kind of abundance, a stark contrast to the relentless pressures of urban life, the anxieties of debt, or the hidden agendas of a competitive world. This video isn't just a glimpse into another way of life, it's an invitation to question everything you thought you knew about happiness. Sunrise paints the sky in hues of orange and purple over the ancient trees. For Chaaba, a member of the secluded, this isn't just a beautiful sight, it's his alarm clock. No blaring sounds, no snooze button, just the gentle awakening of the forest. His day begins not with a frantic check of emails, but with a quiet moment of gratitude, a deep breath of air that smells of pine and damp earth. His morning ritual involves sharpening his tools, meticulously checking his traps set the night before, a practice honed over generations. Life here is undeniably physically demanding. There are no grocery stores around the corner, no delivery services. Every meal is earned. Chaaba's morning hunt isn't a hobby, it's sustenance. He navigates the dense undergrowth, eyes peeled, ears attuned to every rustle and snap. A missed catch means a hungry family. The sun beats down, the terrain is unforgiving, and fatigue is a constant companion. He carries the weight of responsibility for his family and community on his shoulders, a weight measured not in dollars, but in the bounty of the land. His hands, calloused and strong, tell stories of resilience, of building shelter, mending tools, and providing. Back at their modest dwelling, crafted from natural materials, his wife Sarah tends to their small garden, coaxing life from the soil. Their children, Luna and Kai, aren't glued to screens. They're learning to identify edible plants, track animal prints, and weave baskets from reeds. Their school is the forest itself. Their teachers are their parents and elders. This life, from an outsider's perspective, might seem like a constant uphill battle against scarcity. There's no running water, electricity is a luxury generated minimally by a small solar panel for critical needs, and communication with the outside world is almost non-existent. The nearest town is a day's journey, a world away in more ways than one. Yet, as Chaaba returns, perhaps with a small deer or a bounty of wild berries, the air around their humble home isn't heavy with stress. Instead, a palpable sense of peace settles. Sarah greets him with a warm smile. The children rush to help, their laughter echoing through the trees. The solution to their daily problems isn't a new app or a bigger paycheck. It's their collective effort, their deep connection to the land, and their unwavering trust in each other. They gather around a crackling fire, the simple meal of venison stew and freshly picked greens tasting richer than any Michelin-star dish. The absence of modern conveniences forces an intimacy, a reliance on fundamental human connection that many in the urban sprawl yearn for. This daily rhythm, though physically taxing, provides a profound sense of purpose and belonging. The lesson here isn't about rejecting modernity outright, but rather observing what truly brings contentment.
For Chaaba and his family, happiness isn't postponed until retirement or contingent on financial milestones. It's found in the shared laughter over a simple meal, in the quiet hum of the forest, in the strength of their family bonds, and in the sheer independence of their existence. Their poverty and material wealth is, in many ways, their spiritual abundance. They don't chase happiness, they live it, minute by precious minute.
Beyond the physical demands of survival, what truly sets Chaaba world apart is the currency they value: time and connection. In the modern world, time is money, and connection often happens through a screen. For Chaaba, every sunset is an invitation, not a deadline. After the day's work is done, the village gathers. No scheduled happy hour, no forced networking events, just the organic flow of human interaction. Elders share ancient stories, their voices weaving through the night air like a comforting blanket. Children play games passed down through generations, their laughter unrestrained and pure. Compare this to the city. Imagine Sarah, Chaaba urban counterpart. Her days are a blur of client calls, school pickups, and the relentless pressure to keep up. Her phone is a leash, tying her to a constant stream of notifications, demands, and the curated perfection of social media. Even her downtime is often spent scrolling, comparing, feeling a subtle anxiety that she's not doing enough, not earning enough, not being enough. The concept of free time often translates into time to catch up on chores or time to worry about tomorrow's agenda. This constant hum of anxiety, the subtle fear of missing out, or the crushing burden of debt casts a long shadow even over moments of supposed leisure. But here in Chaaba Forest, there is no keeping up with the Joneses. Their wealth isn't measured by square footage or car models, but by the abundance of their harvest, the health of their children, and the strength of their shared bonds. When a problem arises, a broken tool, a lean hunting season, it's not an individual burden, it's a community challenge. Everyone pitches in. The wisdom of the elders, the strength of the young, the nimble hands of the women all converge to find a solution. This collective responsibility fosters a profound sense of security and belonging that modern individualism often lacks. Their entertainment isn't Netflix or video games, it's the rhythm of drums around a bonfire, the hypnotic flicker of flames, the shared recounting of the day's adventures, or simply sitting in comfortable silence watching the stars blaze across a sky unmarred by light pollution. These aren't just pastimes, they are rituals that reinforce their cultural identity, their connection to nature, and their understanding of their place in the universe. They find joy in the simple, in the immediate, in the authentic. There's no pretense, no performance, just pure, unadulterated human connection. This isn't to say their life is without its challenges. Sickness can be devastating, bad weather can threaten their survival, and the encroachment of the outside world is an ever-present concern. But in the face of these undeniable hardships, their outlook remains remarkably resilient. Their optimism isn't born from ignorance. It's forged in the fires of their shared struggle and their deep-seated belief in the power of their community. It's a quiet strength that hums beneath the surface, a stark contrast to the often fragile happiness found in material possessions. And what happens when a global crisis hits, something no one can escape? You might be surprised at their unique approach to adversity. When the outside world sends its tremors, whether it's a global pandemic or an economic downturn, the response in Chaaba community is markedly different. While city dwellers hoard supplies, panic over crashing markets, and navigate complex government mandates, Chaaba people turn inward, relying on their age-old practices of self-sufficiency and communal support. There's no sudden scramble for essentials because they already live with essentials. Their resilience isn't a reaction, it's a way of life. When supplies dwindle, they innovate. When a neighbor falls ill, the entire community becomes their hospital and caregiver. This isn't just resilience, it's the profound strength of interdependence, a stark contrast to the often isolated struggles of urban life. Consider the anxiety of a modern American who loses their job. The fear isn't just about income, it's about losing health insurance, defaulting on a mortgage, or the sheer social shame of unemployment. The individual feels isolated, grappling with a complex system designed to keep them dependent. But in Chaaba world, a loss of income is non-existent because their economy isn't based on currency in the same way. A loss of provision is a collective challenge that is met with communal effort and shared resources. Their mental well-being isn't tied to the volatile stock market or the next promotion, it's rooted in the stability of their relationships and their connection to the land. This brings us to a profound lesson. We are taught that prosperity equals happiness, that convenience equals contentment. But Chaaba life quietly, powerfully refutes this. He doesn't chase the fleeting highs of consumerism or the hollow promises of endless growth. His joy comes from the tangible, the warmth of a fire, the taste of a fresh meal, the comforting embrace of his wife, the uninhibited laughter of his children. His wealth is measured in the health of his family, the bounty of the harvest, and the simple fact that he is present, fully engaged with every moment. The pressure of the modern world often stems from external expectations: what car you drive, what brand you wear, how many followers you have. John's community operates on an internal compass. Their sense of self-worth isn't derived from external validation, but from their contribution to the collective, their mastery of essential skills, and their deep understanding of their heritage. They are free from the endless cycle of desire and acquisition that often traps those with seemingly boundless resources. They don't have to find themselves through expensive retreats or self-help gurus. Their identity is intrinsically woven into the fabric of their daily existence, their land, and their people. So, while we busy ourselves optimizing every minute, chasing the next big thing, and often feeling more disconnected than ever, Chaaba and his community offer a silent, compelling argument. They demonstrate that true peace isn't found in avoiding hardship, but embracing it with resilience and community. It's not about having more, but about being more present, more connected, more human. But what does this mean for your life, living in the bustling reality of the 21st century? How can we bridge this gap between two vastly different worlds? So, what can we, living in the bustling, often overwhelming 21st century, learn from Chaaba and his unassuming community? It's not about abandoning all modern conveniences or retreating into the wilderness, though for some that might be the answer. The profound payoff here isn't a call to reject progress, but a gentle, powerful invitation to redefine abundance. We often equate more with better: more money, more possessions, more achievements. But Chaaba life teaches us that true richness often lies in less. Less distraction, less consumption, less external validation. And, paradoxically, more connection, more presence, more peace. It's about understanding that the constant pursuit of material wealth can, at times, become a spiritual poverty, leaving us stressed, disconnected, and perpetually searching for a happiness that remains just out of reach. The immense pressure of our modern lives, the relentless deadlines, the crippling debt, the isolating glow of our screens can make us feel trapped. But Chaaba's story offers a beacon of hope. It reminds us that inner peace isn't a luxury reserved for the privileged, it's a choice, a way of being. It's found in the simple acts of creating, connecting, and being fully present with the people and the world around us. It's about building a life not just for yourself, but with others, where mutual support is the strongest safety net. This video is an invitation to pause, to reflect on what truly fills your cup. Is it the endless chase for the next promotion or the quiet joy of a shared meal? Is it the perfect Instagram post or a genuine conversation with a loved one?
Perhaps, just like Chaaba community, we can find our own pockets of profound peace amidst the chaos, cultivating richness in relationships, in nature, and in the simple, often overlooked moments of everyday life. If Chaba's story resonated with you, if it sparked a flicker of curiosity about finding more peace in your own life, I encourage you to share your thoughts. What does true abundance mean to you? How do you find calm amidst the storm of modern living? Let us know in the comments below. And if this journey into alternative ways of living has inspired you, consider subscribing. We'll be exploring more stories of resilience, connection, and unexpected happiness in our next videos. Until then, take a moment to breathe, to connect, and to find your own quiet abundance.